So, let's go to some World Boss Ultimate. Looks like it is the Evil One's day. This is like one of the worst bosses for me to fight. So we're going to first do some tests before we try to face him. So I've been able to do this on 40 with Infinity War Thor. Let's use Endgame Thor. We're going to actually go ahead and give it the good old try with an optimal team for Thor and see what happens. Let's see, where is... Wow, we got so many people to work on. Ah, that's not who I want. That's not who I want either. Where is Lincoln Campbell? Pretty sure he's a blast. Guess he could be a unit. There he is. Alright. So here is the team that I typically use with Infinity War Thor, and I've not been able to beat this on 40, I'm sorry, on 50 yet, but I can do it on 40 with Infinity War Thor. So let's see if Endgame Thor is any better. The biggest change so far, if not the only change, is his 4. His 4 actually does this damage augmentation, so I probably want to go a 4 into his 5, and we're going to see how that goes. Maybe even a 4 into his 6. Double Hammer Thor. It's hammer time. Right, so let's switch right to Thor. Thank you. And then hit with a 4. Follow that up with a 5, which I didn't proc on because, you know, brilliantness. Interesting. You know, I'm not feeling a large amount of difference here. I will say one thing for Cap. Captain America, his 4 was night and day with his Endgame versus his Infinity War uniform. I was really hoping to see about the same out of Thor here, and I'm not seeing it. Feels like virtually the same uniform, and yes, I get it, I don't have all the uniform options, but I don't know. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Got him down to 12. Interesting. Same team, just switching the uniform. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. So yeah, they feel about comparable, which makes me wonder if I can get the uniform options on Thor's new uniform, if that's going to make any form of a difference. Or not. And maybe it will, maybe it won't. You're also comparing a mythic uni versus normal. It's not exactly apples to apples. Yeah, and that's exactly my point, that if I get those additional uniform options, and that's what I was saying in the beginning, the unfortunate thing is not owning the new uniform at the mythic level. But still, with what I've got, just doing a comparison, the mythic Infinity War versus endgame normal. I don't know. Not sure how I feel about it yet. Huh. And maybe it's just something I need to get his rotation down, because this time around, nope, still about on par with what I was doing last time. Oh, now I've been interrupted. Very close to hitting the 12 bar mark at the 350 again, so does seem comparable, which is also a very interesting thing to keep in mind. I believe my cooldown is not as quickly because I don't have my uniform option, so I don't know if I have max cooldown right now. I was still expecting an astronomical spike of some form, like just a big spike. For example, like I said, with Captain America, I mean, seriously, his uniform, that freaking 4, night and day. And that looks like the only option that they ended up changing on Endgame Thor is that 4. Aside from that, all of the rest of his abilities read about the same. Definitely feel about the same. So, with that in mind, I would dare say that if you don't have Infinity War, no contest, Endgame. But if you have Infinity War, I don't know if I'm fully sold on the value of spending the 1,050 even on sale. Crystals. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Mixed feelings there. Now, this is interesting. It looks like I might actually be able to beat him on stage 50, which is something I was not able to do with the Infinity War Thor. Endgame is ending the game. Ha 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 ha. See what I did there? You're welcome. Typically what ends up happening is I run out of time. So, we will see if I can actually... Ooh, no, don't walk into that, Thor. Sometimes you gotta be smarter than your controller. Ah. Final phase. Ooh, no thank you. But we appreciate your sharing. No, definitely don't want to share that. Mm-mm. at my 4 first before I pop the 6. Ooh, and a proc on top of it. Hopefully that does some nice damage here, but we shall see. We shall definitely see. Alright, 6 bars left. Let's see if we can do this without timing out. Like I said, typically with the Infinity War Thor Mythic Uniform, I run out of time. Usually have about 1 to 2 bars left at the tail end, and I just can't make it happen. Hoping Endgame is different. Although I'm telling you, maybe with those options, that would do that edge. Also, would like to point out right now that my Thor is not at max build. He has a lot more that I could do with him to make him stronger. Yeah, it looks like we're right around the same. Oh no. I'm gonna run out of time. Yep, running out of time. That's a shame. Still, that is the new Endgame Thor. Let's check out Rescue.